Okay, guys, I had this really weird dream. I'm sorry, my sleep schedule's all messed up, and I'm gonna put it down before I forget it. Um, in the dream, I'm living in this house, and it looks a little weird, like my one grandmother's old house. I don't know if it means anything, but my mom has come back. Keep in mind, both my parents are dead. And every night, my mom goes away, and she leaves the front door open. I don't know why. But she will go away, and she will be taking like garbage bags of things with her. And I never really see her, but I know it was my mom, like my earthly mom, like not some kind of goddess or something. And she goes away this one night, and I think I better lock the door because she's been doing this for days and nobody's got in, but she never locks the door, right? And I go to lock the door, and suddenly it's not this house. And I'd always been like feeling down and laying on my chair, I think, for the night. Anyhow, I go to lock the front door, and all of a sudden the house is transfigured like it does in dreams, and it's my one grandmother's house on my dad's side. And it has this kind of giant front porch like my one aunt had, and it looks like we're running a store because there's like all these um t-shirts and everything. Like it's like a beachy store, but it's like Christian themed. It's like all white and everything. And there's no crosses or anything, but I'm just thinking Christian when I walk on there. But it could be beach, it could be summer, not necessarily Christian. And there are people that keep trying to get in, like people of all colors, all races, everything. I don't know what this means. I have no idea. And I made sure the front door was locked. And then all of a sudden, there was this guy that was knocking on the door and he's holding up keys. And I'm like, well, I have my keys, but they were different keys. And all of a sudden he got in, even though the door's locked. And he was wearing all white, but I'm like, this dude's a demon. And he goes and there's a fridge. I don't know where it came from. There's a fridge on this thing. He got it open and got himself, I think, a beer, and he threw me a Coke. And I almost didn't catch it or caught it or something, but it would be all shaken up. And he goes, oh, and he's being like a real asshole. And basically, these demons come in and they change the front porch into some kind of dance club or something. And I'm a full partner, which is fine at first, right? They have violated my home. They have broken in, yeah. And they have taken over, but at least I'm part of this. I'm earning an income or something. Where my mom has gone, I don't know. My mom's never coming back. And something changes in the dream. And I go back in, and suddenly I know I'm not a partner. It's weird. It's like a place I used to work. I used to work in a grocery store, and it's both a club and it's a checkout place at the same time. I can't describe it. And I'm not any longer, when I walk up to the first demon, which I think was Mammon, I'm no longer an owner. I am until I start talking to him, if that makes sense. And then I realize I'm out, and there's like these benches where I used to work, and I go and I lay down on a bench, and I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? They took over the business. I never wanted them in my life. They came into my house and they took it over. I'm thinking, well, I still got the second floor, but I had asked Mammon, I said, how am I supposed to make money to survive if you won't have me as a partner? And there was another demon in the dream too, kind of like somebody who worked for him. And they were mad at me because I was supposed to do something or say something, which I don't know what it was, but I didn't do it. So now I was no longer a partner. And they'd taken over my house. And just like the bottom part, but I should have been able to go to the top part, but how the hell was I going to make any money? Um, I don't know. In these dreams, if my mom has come back, my mom's always like my support base. She is always going to work. I never have to worry about going to work, which is weird because I would still have a channel to run, I would hope. But she's always going to work. She's always doing stuff. I don't know. I don't know what the dream means, but I got up out of that dream because right after I laid down on the bench and thought, what am I going to do? I got up. And of course I get up, and who's there after I get up out of the dream to ask me about the dream? Mammoth's there. And he's like, well, what's the matter with you? And I said, I had a dream. He said, would you like to talk about it? In that tone he uses. That means, ma'am, it's not good enough to tell my dreams to, because he has this really prickly attitude with me. He was super nice, like, for half hour last night, and he's back to being pricklish with me. So I told him the dream. And I could feel they were all listening, like Asmodeus, like, it's good. And of course, the dream doesn't make Mammon or any of the demons look good. And I said, I don't know what it means. Maybe it's guilt from having talked to an angel, or whoever was posing as an angel. I say whoever it was. And I said that yesterday in the video. I don't claim it was the Saint Michael or the Jesus. I don't know who the hell they are. And I said, maybe I felt guilt. I said, I don't know. Maybe it was a warning from Jesus to get all you out of my life. Went over really well, as you can imagine. And so now the house has this feel it has in those horror movies right before the demons go rawr. So yeah, I actually have to get ready for the day, but I know my sleep schedule was all messed up. But I wanted to get that out to you guys. I know I look hideous, but it was just weird, and you guys usually have pretty damn good insight, and I wanted it copied before I start looking at stuff today and get it influenced. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.